This is the 6th video in my EOLR series. Today I'll be showing you all the cases with 1-1, so one on top flipped and one on bottom flipped. I'll always be showing the cases with the flipped edge that's on the bottom and the back, because you can mirror all of them to the front like this. It's just here if you do an M prime, from this angle you're going to be doing an M. So the first case, we have one LR edge here and one LR edge here, so adjacent on top and one of them's flipped. So you just set them up like this, so the flipped edge is opposite to each other. You do M prime, and then bring the other LR edge to here. So if this was there, you do U prime, but it's on the right, so you do U, and then M prime. And there's our good arrow. Oh, what? I did it from the wrong side. So here we have one of the flipped edges. The flipped edge on the top is the LR edge, and the other one's the oriented one on the bottom. So here, instead of doing it from opposite, you bring it to the left or the right, and you do M prime, and then bring this here. So once again, if that was there, you'd bring this up, M prime, switch them, so bring this to the front, U prime, and then M prime. So this becomes a back arrow, back edge, and this becomes a side edge. For this third case, the two flipped edges are actually the LR edges. So here, what we do is M prime, U prime, M prime, because what that does is flips this edge, making it a back edge, and then it just does an M2 to the other LR edge, making it a side edge. M prime, U prime, M prime. So here we have one of the LR edges on the side and one of them on the back, and they're both oriented and adjacent. So here what we do is we start off with an M prime, and then we're going to do some sort of AUF and then M prime again. So this is just going to be down here. So we have to make this one into a side edge. So how we do that is by bringing it to the front, so it's going to flip. So M prime, this time it's on the right, so we do U M prime. And now we have a good arrow. But if this was over there, we do M prime, U prime, M prime. But here it's over there, so we do M prime, U, M prime, and then there's our good arrow. For this case, we have the LR edges on the top and opposite to each other, so they're oriented like this. Here what we do is, this time we're going to be AUFing so that the misoriented edge is on the side, and you just do M prime to bring this to the bottom, and then U, keeping this on the side, and then this is going to come back here and orient. So now we have a back edge and a side edge, so that we can set them up like that. Now we have the LR edge on the bottom oriented, and then this one on the side. So for all the other cases, we've started them with M prime. This time we're going to start with M. So we do M, and then we bring this to the front so that it's going to flip, U, M prime. And that gives us our good arrow. This next case, we have one of the LR edges flipped on the bottom, and the other one on the side oriented. Here, we can see that if we do an M, this is going to orient and become a back of the arrow edge, and then AUFing to bring this to the front, and then doing an M prime makes this a side edge. So you see that M makes that a back edge, and then U, M prime is going to make that on the side, and there's a good arrow. This is the very last case. We have them right above each other, so one oriented opposite from the other misoriented edge, and one of them is the misoriented edge on the bottom. So here we just do U prime, and then what's going to happen here is we're going to make the arrow. This is going to be a tip of the arrow, and this is going to be the misoriented one on the bottom, so it's going to be that one move misoriented case again. Just like that, and we have them like this, so that means M prime makes this misoriented and with the misoriented centers, but in this case these are lined up, so I can just do M. Thanks for watching. The next video will be on the two adjacent on the top, so the 2A0.